really silly face at the beginning of the stream, but that's life, man. I was streaming RuneScape, but hey, you know what? Now we're back. We're here. We're with this. I'm gonna set maybe I don't know. Scariest games. Or games. Laid up princess. Cool. Alright. Well, this should be interesting. So I've had this game for a while. I've just been putting it off for playing it, and now I see like even Markiplier's played it, and I'm like, man, I really missed the ball on the trend here. So here I am, capitalizing on the trend. Doing Operation YouTube. I really hope my webcam audio is not also coming through. It is. Okay, sorry, there was double audio there. I'm not good at what I do. We fixed it. We're good. I'm sorry about that. That probably sounded terrible. Here, let's listen back to it. Audio is not also coming through. It is. Okay, sorry, there was double audio there. I'm not good at what I do. We fixed it. We're good. Yeah, so I did mess it. So anyways, we're playing some Slay the Princess. I just wanted to stream for a couple hours today, and this is what I'm gonna do, because RuneScape is boring me to death at the moment, and I'm tired and burnt out. At least for today, so I'm playing spooky games. Spooky game. So, I mean, all I know is you gotta slay the princess. All the reviews for this game said go in blind, so that's what we're doing. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. So, you know, if you're a little kiddo, better walk away. Please visit our website if you need a full list of content warnings. I actually visited the website here. Hold on, I closed it because I'm a freaking fool. I can give you some content warnings here. Mild nudity, realistic depictions of mutilation, disembowelment, realistic depictions of knife wounds, loss of self, cosmic horror, existential horror, being eaten alive, disembowelment, suffocation, realistic depiction of acid burns, realistic gore, jump scares, derealization, forced suicide, loss of bodily autonomy, starvation, unreality, body horror, forced self-mutilation, and so on. Anyway, so there's a lot of content warnings. So if you're of the light of heart, maybe this ain't for you. Hello, Troller971. I hope you're not here to troll me. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preference. How are you doing, Troller? What horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. Wait, whatever horrors you may see in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. Okay, this game is great, so I've heard. All the content warnings give me a little bit of anxiety, not gonna lie, but that's just... I have general anxiety. Also, if it's really loud right now, I can hopefully turn it down in a second. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Alright. I'm ready. Yes. Okay. Preferences. So let's turn that. We're going to turn this down just a wee bit. Because was really loud. Full screen that bad boy. Alright. Let's send it. Move my drink.
You're on a path in the woods.
The hero and the princess.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Hype, let's get it.
You're here to slay her.
Oh.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So you say. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Holy sh... Oh god. There's a lot of options here. Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward out of doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silent. Continue to the cabin. Turn. Leave. Holy options, man. Let's do the because she's locked up.
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Alright. Doesn't like me being a smartass, I get it.
You, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin,
I get it,
world
man.
will
You know,
end, and there is no changing that.
it's like when you break up with someone, it feels like the world ends.
Semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg,
and no matter what, it would have led to that point.
To ruin everything.
Anyways, I see where this is going. I feel like. All right.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I guess I'll do what I can. I don't... Oh my god, am I gonna have 25 dialogue options for every single friggin' little thingy here? The end of the world, what are you talking about? Okay, hold on. Killing a princess seems kind of bad. Can't someone else do this? Okay, never mind. They're all like the same. Sort of. Have you maybe considered I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get... Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. You know what? Let's let the depression sink in a little bit.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Brother, I just want to watch the world burn sometimes.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those. Right?
You don't know me. Do I get... So he doesn't even like ask me. He asked me a question. Also, I feel like my face cam's in like actually the worst place possible right now. Let me fix that. Oh, and I can... my screen's all messed up. There we go. It's a little... there we go. Sorry. Alright. So it's all the same options. He asked me a question, I don't even get to fucking answer him. But I mean, killing a princess does seem kind of bad though, so like... And you're saying I'm a bad guy for like wanting the world to end?
Is that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a...
What are you talking about? She's an icon. She's an image. She's something that the people need to believe in. Whatever. Thanks for telling me what to do.
It's all part of the job.
Guess we'll just
You make your way
on.
up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right?
I'm too much of an
She's a
empathetic
princess.
person
We're
for
supposed to
this.
save princesses, not slave
I've
them.
gone to therapy over this, man. I don't need this shit in my life right now. I've been through this already.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Alright. I'm scared.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
This knife.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Friggin' your mom's my implement.
You take the blade from the table.
Take it as leverage.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
You know me. I'm a type of guy who saves people. Now my hand is a
The door
knife.
to the basement creaks open,
My mouse is
revealing
a
a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, you're
Her
right.
voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Now my face cam's
It's
in a
almost as
bad
if she's
spot
the one in
again.
charge down
Oh
here.
my gosh, man. I can't catch a break with this gosh darn game. Alright. We're just gonna go there for now, I guess. We're just gonna be moving all over the screen.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Nah, trust me. I'm 2 steps
You
ahead.
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
No. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Just talk? Yeah, no, this will be fine.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
True.
Don't you dare.
She's chained against the wall. What could she possibly do?
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
Shut up, narrator.
Thank you.
No problem.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
Unarmed.
Unarmed. We'll be fine.
No arms. Just a torso.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
I don't like her
You're going to
eyes,
need it.
man.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship? I mean, I'm curious
Don't
about
jump
the
to any
relationship.
weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
True. I understand. It's just that autistic dog in me, you know? I can't read in between the lines. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, I've had enough of this. I know your plans. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just
Oh my
tell
god.
that.
Sorry. I've been
Is
up
that why
a
they
long
threw
time.
me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I
buy it.
don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
I also buy that.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm
Good
supposed
question.
to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
She also has a point there. I don't trust this lady, but we're gonna go with it. I'm not gonna just let her out. That seems foolish. I can't stop yawning. Help. All right. Let's see. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. Sure.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I
This
have
should
your
go
best
fine.
interests
My
at heart.
eyes are all
Hopefully
watery.
sooner.
Also, I feel like my camera looks weird because I'm like looking off the screen. Does that make sense? Can I flip it? I want to flip it. How do I flip it? Oh god, I might have done a thing there. Oh. No, that's not what I wanted. Isn't there a way to... Sorry, I'm doing some, Oh, wait. No. Now I'm upside down. Hey. Cool. Really, I don't know what... I feel like my camera needs to be, like, flipped the other... There we go. Now it'll look more proper, I feel. Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully
How
sooner.
sweet.
Alright.
Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could
Adjust
figure
my
out how to deal with
situation.
them after I'm free.
Alright. Alright. We kill them. Me and you. That sounds like a team. I still have a few more questions.
Fine. What do you want to know?
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
There's a supreme lack of detail there. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Okay.
Again, she offers no specifics.
Chat, Princess is
no matter
sus.
how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
She's the imposter?
You can't. Don't bother.
You can't? Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
I'm ready to get the
I'm sure
shit
there's a
scared
key
out of me
somewhere
and
around
just
here, and if
wake
there
up.
isn't-
Or I'll just be like, whoa.
Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
You want me to pick
Her
your
sharp
thing
eyes
with the
settle.
knife,
She
eh?
isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
I guess.
You know why you're here.
I've explored all the potential options. Should I let her out? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other for a while I decide what to do. That's kind of an idea. Or I could just absolutely execute her ass. Just GG, sit, idiot. I kind of want to just keep her locked up, if I'm being completely honest. So that's just what I'm gonna do.
Compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon,
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
I don't like that that's a different color.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
you have to make a choice.
I don't like this.
Let's hope for all our
I don't
sakes
like
it's
this.
the right one.
But wait. She said I'd regret the decision of keeping her locked in here. So I either kill her or release her. But now I don't feel so good about releasing her now that I've threatened to keep her in here, because she's just gonna be like, you're like all the other dick bags. So I kind of screwed myself. We may just have to slay the princess. Or I go for the funny haha release her, maybe something okay happens.
Oh, for the love of...
You're free!
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
Look at that, we got the pink text again, so we're okay.
You're making a huge mistake.
Nope.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Yes.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Damn right I do.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Yeah, I'm weak.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
You got it.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the camp.
If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? I'm gonna check upstairs. Can I just cut her arm off? 127 hours of shit? Let's go. I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still riding around up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll
Sure.
be here.
Alright, hot
You
stuff.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
No, that's fucked up. I trust the princess more than whoever the fuck is doing this to me right now. Are you kidding me?
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task
This
is done.
asshole. Alright, well, you know what? We're gonna go to
You
the
make
bottom
your
of the
way back
stairs.
to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier for whom? Easier for
No,
everyone.
you know what? Shut up!
I
I'm
heard the
releasing
door
her.
slam. They locked her down here too, didn't they?
I don't trust no one here.
The knife.
Except
Pick
for
it up
her,
and cut
because
me
you know
out of
what?
here.
She's been a little weird, but you know what? I would be a little weird if I was
You
chained in a
won't
basement.
like what happens if you do that?
Save the princess.
Against your better
Ooh,
judgment,
we did
you place
127
the
hours.
blade against the
That's only-
princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
I'm sorry.
You cut into her flesh.
Yeah.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
That's pretty That's pretty metal,
She didn't
dude.
so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
So,
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like
What
she
that
isn't
stump
even
do?
bothered by it.
sorry.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Approach.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just
No.
let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Fucking told you.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward
No!
and
Hey!
raises the blade.
Hey! I ain't clicking. You want to talk about free will? Huh? You're gonna try to do this shit to me? I'm a Alt F4 the game. What are you gonna do about it then? I saved the princess. Huh? This is some bullshit right here. This is some bullshit. I ain't with this, man. Come on now. This is baloney. I don't want to click. I don't want to click because he's just gonna force me to do it. He's the narrator. He has the control. Oh, shit.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Watch me. Alt F4. Game's over. I'm not killing no princess. We're done. I Alt F4 just then. What if I say yes? Fine. What? Just to warn her. Let's go.
Stop that.
No, you stop.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Let's go.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No!
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Damn right.
I'll make this quick.
No, don't make me kill
She
myself.
steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hand.
Okay, thank
Maybe
you.
I'll see you in another
What the fuck
life.
is wrong with me? I'm sure you will. Oh,
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
I'm the winner. She slayed me. I didn't slay
You're on
her.
a path in the woods,
More like
at the
slay
end of
the
that
hero,
path is a
slay the
cabin.
good guy.
and in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her.
Okay, it's gonna be the same every time. Groundhog Day, yada yada yada. Oh, you bastard! I'm wise to your tricks.
Tricks? What on earth are you
There's
talking
another
about?
option.
We just met for the first time.
Bullshit.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his
Voice
mouth.
of the
There's
skeptic.
got to be a way out of here.
We're not
for
a
us
hero
and for the
anymore.
princess. We just have
Yes.
to keep trying.
Yes.
Inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Let's
You
go.
know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Shut the fuck up.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Nah. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Yeah.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's
Alright.
say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, I did.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
I heard what he
Really
said.
don't
I
remember what happened
listened.
last
I
time, do
just
you? You practically
made
forced the
my
princess
own
to kill us.
choices.
That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
Three of
But
us?
this
What?
is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Mhm.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you
Ooh.
mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
What the fuck is going on?
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived
Couldn't tell you.
happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I don't
What
know,
a
man.
conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Facts. For all we know, the narrator did it. Yeah, maybe we are schizo, man.
Oh, how I wish that were the case.
I'm,
but
like,
if the princess
losing my
weren't a
mind
certain
right now.
inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here.
And yet, here we are.
Mhm.
You're talking in circles.
No, I'm talking in facts.
I mean, it sounds like the same dude, to be honest.
Just be quick about it. She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're full.
You haven't given us
All
an
right.
ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything.
True.
Fine. Check your pockets.
Checking our pockets.
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Man, this is pretty weird. I don't know what's going on, but I'm
Within,
intrigued.
You find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Dude, this looks like a fourth grader wrote it.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
Also, am I like a gargoyle or something? What is wrong with me?
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
That's true. It doesn't say I have to slay the princess in there, man.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Who locked her
People
there?
Locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Why wouldn't they slay
Look.
her?
I'm not supposed to say this,
I'm
but
special?
it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Oh,
Okay, cool.
I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Yes, right. We're here because we're special.
Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so...
Whatever,
Great.
this guy's just
Now,
gonna
if you
be
don't
annoying.
mind,
I'm gonna just
the
keep
whole world is
going.
waiting with bated breath.
Let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She
Alright.
will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything.
Yeah.
Don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
Say wink out loud.
No, I didn't. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I can quick save anything before an important decision. Okay. Well, this is the first run through. We're not going to do any save scumming. If I'm trying to get all the achievements or something, I'll do that.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold,
I'm living with
uninviting
my
stone
choices.
walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Table's different.
The blade is your implement.
Right.
He definitely did not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of...
There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Huh?
There's definitely a mirror.
Paranoid
There
about
isn't.
losing your progress so you'd save like 70 times? Yeah, I get that.
I think you know what we have
Here,
to
we'll
do.
we'll do a quick save just for... in case, I don't know, there's like a lightning storm and all hell breaks loose. And she like literally actually ends the world and destroys my computer. I'll still have my save. Well, if my computer... forget it. You know what I mean. Alright. I want to look at myself. I want to see how
Let's not
handsome
get
I
caught
am.
up in vanity, but we should definitely take a closer look. Whatever it is, he must not...
Is this some sort of rehearsed bit? Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
It's a blur of me.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you
Alright,
look right
I'm tripping balls.
But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be
I'm having a
important.
psychotic
We should
break.
keep our eyes peeled.
Let's go.
Maybe it'll be back.
Dude did too many mushrooms. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely.
Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Alright.
So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
Seem like pretty important details to me, buddy. But okay. Let's
You
take the blade
from the tape. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Except I am thinking, well, like, if I go in without a blade, how am I gonna
Door to the
die?
basement
She'll probably
creaks
just
open,
choke me out.
revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing
These
across
weren't here
glimmering
before.
patches of slimy moss on the stone steps.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Her voice, harsh but
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a...
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock
Oh,
eyes
shit.
with the princess.
She's
She
way
looks
more
up
chained
at you,
up now.
the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat?
Hmm.
The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
What if I chained myself up? Sit with her? Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart. Alright, let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess,
See
but she
what's up.
stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Okay.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Sounds good.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Alright. Sit where you were
You
told
do
to
as she
sit.
asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Why, of course.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? I feel like she's the only one I'm actually going to be able to get answers out of. Why do I feel that way?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But
Oh.
yeah, I remember.
She is talking to me. Sorry if I can move my facey.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing.
What?
Obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
What?
Now hold on, if you knew
What is
this
going
could happen, why
on?
didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
What?
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
I am
Moving
having
on.
a
Why is it important
aneurysm.
for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success
Yeah, you're right.
hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Nah.
I won't.
Yeah.
Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
I love this like
Focus.
butcher character
This
in
is
my
a
head here.
serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Thank you. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions.
I have a
You
knife.
have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
I don't know. I was gonna maybe like
There isn't a keyhole
cut
in
some
these
stuff,
shackles,
some vegetables,
and
some
I don't
food.
see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
What?
Is she forgetting about the
I
shackle?
recognize her voice.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Dude, I want to cut her head off. That'd be gnarly.
Unless she really could survive.
That would be so sick.
Though I suppose you could just
That'd
be
be
here
metal.
to kill me.
That'd be so
But I don't think
hype.
that's in either of our best interests.
Dude, I want to cut her head off and see it run around like a thing, like in the thing, you know? What happened after I died last time? How am I supposed to cut you out if you don't notice your head is on a shackle too? I'm intrigued about both of these things.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
Hot. Alright,
But
I'm with it.
she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting
Don't know why I
that.
said hot to that, sorry.
Seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Perhaps she does.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Brother, last time all she did was kill me.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it.
Yeah.
Great. What about the pro?
There are none.
Shut up.
Pros are that we can't trust him.
Facts.
Possibly even more than we can't trust her.
True.
Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Also potentially true. Alright, what happened after
Nothing
I died?
happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
She seems just as
And
confused
now
as
you're
me.
back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work.
Jesus, sorry I
She's
keep
probably-
yawning.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something.
I'm a very tired
I'm not.
little boy. By
I guess
that,
it's possible
I
she
mean,
really doesn't know anything.
23-year-old man.
Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
That other chain on
I
the
don't
wall.
know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I'm intrigued. What can I say?
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
I'm already kind of stuck in a prison. What difference does it
What?
make?
Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Damn
What
right.
if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
Yeah.
I am.
Nope. Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Uh-oh.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically
like seeing
leaps from your
uh-oh
hands,
coming from the
snapping
chat.
around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Well,
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
it'd be like that. Shit. You know?
Huh? So it does fit.
I'm already stuck in
And I
this
guess it doesn't like
prison
your
of a
knife.
time loop.
We're stuck
What
here
difference does it
together,
make
aren't
if I'm
we?
shackled to this
That's
wall?
funny.
Yep.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves
Wanna make out?
Starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
No.
Okay. I believe you. What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
I get it. Me neither.
That's rude.
So we're both stuck here. Fair enough.
You
Alright.
and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
How much
There
time
must be
is
something
passing?
we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
Uses the force.
But there isn't. Time passes.
No.
It passes and passes and passes, and the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
Damn.
At least the world is safe.
God, my stomach is rumbling. This game's making me hungry.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
She is just kind of vibing.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
What are you talking about, bro? She's just chilling. She's big chilling.
How exactly does that work?
Bing chilling.
It just does.
Mm-hmm.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Cool, dude.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
Awesome.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The
Oops, didn't mean to skip that. Bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, and then they get larger and larger. Hey, have you noticed the basement
I don't
changing?
like small talk. Remember?
Okay.
Still rude.
Alright. Well.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed?
I feel like my
What
mind's
happens
playing
to
tricks
starving?
on
We should
me.
have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She
True.
hasn't starved.
True.
I guess she hasn't.
Is she just like... Yeah, she's weird. There's something going on with her. There's something going on with us, clearly. I'm just as in the dark as you,
Even
there,
more
lobotomized
silent time
scout.
passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
True.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Yeah, I don't know. She's immune to, like, everything. She seems like some kind of spooky entity. Ooh. Damn.
she's gone. Where did she go?
The heck?
Should we try and find her?
They just took my woman! They took my princess! It could be the chains. I was also wondering if it's the chains that give you epic abilities.
And there's that mirror again. What?
It's the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something struck.
Don't be a
Begging you,
bitch.
Don't do this.
Do it!
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
It's a mirror! You just took too much acid, man. You're good. Ew. As you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hold on. The voices are gone. It's me. What is going on there? What the hell? Brother, I'm ugly. I like can't see what's happening. I can't tell if it's the... No, it's not the glare on the screen. It's just hard to see. Alright. It's me, guys. Look, I'm beautiful. I'm alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. I'm at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds
Whoa.
me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Gift of what? What?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
Okay.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
So she got like taken over by some like god? What is going on? What? Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Aw.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Attack the entity. Destroy my body? What? What? Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
You know what? That's a based friggin' statement right there, actually. So, you know what? Can't argue with that one. Do you know the worlds about the worlds beyond this
I know
place?
only that they are.
Everything is. Okay. So she's spitting some like Eastern philosophy on me. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Are you the princess?
She is part of me.
And part of
And
me.
part of me is her.
Okay. Is this some like metaphor about how, you know, they're like we're all gods or something? Were you always a princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
That's true. Are you what they sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
I too yearn to be free. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm a person? I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me.
Aw.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Okay. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Okay.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. So I have to like free this like entity by having her live out like every possible perspective. Yo, that's kind of like a lot, bro. That's crazy. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill
I have
you?
not lived.
I am not afraid to die. You know what? Good to know. Thank you for letting me know. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am
What?
infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. Thank you. Man, you really did take way too much acid, bro. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Alright. And what if I don't let you do this to me? She thinks she's Edgar Allan Poe.
Then we will
Apparently,
be here
man.
forever, as we are now. Unfinished.
Dry. Hollow. Got that timing down pat. I was sent to slay the princesses and stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done.
To
To
destroy
destroy
is
is
to
merely
merely
to
reshape,
reshape,
to
To
remold.
remold.
Okay. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
True. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Alright. Do I stay here? Do I go? She wants me to make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. I will.
You won't.
Timing of that was pretty good. Well, now
You're
what?
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Yeah. You can skip everything by hitting the tab. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that now. Alright. And the world's sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. How do you consider this is the only reason she's gonna is because she's locked out, killing the Alright, hold up. I'm just seeing if this is like they're all the same as like the very first time. Alright. I'm just gonna go to the cabin. Stone cold. Just stroll in.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and
Yeah.
is your
Cool. Let's just enter the basement. No blade. See what
The door
happens.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone
I'm
there?
hitting tab, it's not skipping. Yeah, surely this won't go horribly wrong again.
Hypnotize it. Don't let it fool you. It's all part.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here for.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Yeah, you're
You
rescued.
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would
The
be
tab
a
key
big
isn't working
mistake.
anymore.
Don't even.
Maybe if I just like pause real quick. I don't know. Alright, no. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait, I think I meant to do the other thing.
Mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended
I
for her to never
can't
see the
skip
light
all
of
the
day.
stuff I've seen before.
there's some way to break... Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost... If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure you attempt to make your way out of the basement. Is someone else here? Your shouts.
Let me out of
cue.
here.
I'll repeat myself once again.
Alright.
You make your way to the bottom of the... Easier for whom? Easier for
Right,
everyone.
I didn't grab the
Look at
knife.
the mess you're in.
I forgot. I was just gonna kill her.
I
But,
heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Is her voice different?
She barely hesitates
Whoa!
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time... Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I have the option to, like, help her again, but she's already, like, gnawing through her arm. I'm gonna just kill her.
Without hesitation,
Oh!
bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's
Sorry.
back. Finally, the wound drives her to the ground.
I feel horrible. I feel so
Okay.
bad.
There's
I
no
hate
going
this.
back now. I'm with you to the end.
That was brutal.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Nah.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
I fucked up.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm.
Get away from me.
Knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
No shit.
Though
Slay the
your nerves
princess.
are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
It's okay. I know she's not afraid to die. I remember. That sounds like That sounds like a jump scare waiting to happen. I'm gonna like.
You steel your resolve
I'ma
and
finish
take
it
another
off.
step closer to the princess.
She's
You
a furry,
probably won't
guys.
Make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure.
Don't worry,
that
this is
she-
justified. They're furry.
Excuse me? What is about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you.
Quit lunging at me.
The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor Prince. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
There were no winners here.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another.
Oh god, but
Make
now what is
sure
she gonna
you
be like
pay
on
for
the
this.
next like go around?
You
She's
don't
gonna
have
be
time to
so
worry over such
pissed.
things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
It will be the end of the world. Yeah. This already happened. I've been through this. She's gonna kill me again.
again. People don't die twice. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and you know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep... Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Proceed to the captain.
A warning before you go any further.
Heartbreak, a high. I'm not super into virtual novels, but this seemed interesting. I don't know, it popped on my Steam forever ago.
And she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying. Don't worry.
Yeah, she turned into a werewolf or something. I'm scared.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
Whoa.
The walls a chaotic weave of knot. The blade is your implement.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall. What are you talking about?
Wipe the mirror.
You
Alright.
reach forward and rub your hand
Still the same
against
trippy
cabin
shit.
wall. I hope you take the blade. Well, if
We're taking the knife. Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks
No
open,
torches this time.
revealing a staircase dug into the mud. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness
Ugh.
like some kind of massive maw waiting. The air smells of dirt and copper.
It's thick and wet.
And wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each her voice skittered.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Oh,
I
fuck.
recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we could... You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas
Oh,
out.
now I'm the
I
opportunist.
like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess. Fine. You're the boss.
He's the boss.
Thank you. You descend the
Oh yeah,
basement
she's
steps,
definitely a
entering
furry
the
now.
dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes...
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Fuck! I could have subverted her expectation. I could have seen how this could have played out a little differently. Ah, every choice matters. That's so irritating.
How'd you know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting... Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this... Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the...
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
You're a little monster.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Dude, I didn't even notice those chains. Don't worry, the blade isn't for you or not for killing you. We've got to get out somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh, I see.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
We both died last time.
You were the one who stabbed me in the back when I was still in chains. A
True.
dirty little thing like you doesn't get to decide when all is fair.
I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team
I
up.
suppose you
Yes.
didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Could just like walk
Seems
past
to me
me.
like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you
Okay.
know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering...
Whatever, man. I'm stuck in a fucking time loop. Anything is beneficial to me just to move forward.
You can't be serious.
YOLO. Goodwill. Let's give her the knife.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote.
Nope.
As do
No
I.
vote. Let's do it.
You abstain.
I'm doing it.
You're going to get everyone.
This
killed.
isn't
You know
a
that,
democracy.
right?
I'm giving her the blade. Shut the fuck up.
Toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
Because you wouldn't have.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
You could hurt me. It's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it. So now it's your time to choose. That's a good one. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. If you're like someone I know, you're probably gonna kill me. I'll probably kill each other forever. Who cares about that? If you're gonna kill each other forever, that's what does it matter? What is this, gentlemen? This is slay the princess. That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
No.
Then she buries the blade in your
Fuck!
heart.
It wasn't a trick.
What? No.
I was just
No,
being
come on,
nice.
that's not right.
You fuck.
I told you. I told you this is what she was going to do.
Did tell me that.
Dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
You bitch.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
She regretted it. Hand your power to a suspicious character.
You're on a path in the woods.
She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us.
Oh. Yeah.
Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against. But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The
I'm
whole
about to go
point of
full
giving her the
alpha
blade
male
was to
after that
break
one,
the
boys.
cycle of violence, and she just... I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things.
Seemed like
You
she
know,
had some
maybe you're
regret
right.
there.
In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give
Your
what
pet
another
rats are
try,
watching
exactly?
this. I think I
You
promised
are aware
this.
I've been listening to you, right? Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other.
Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice.
I'm glad my my stream's
Then
at
I'll
least
spare
good
you
content
the
for
little introduction I
rats.
had
At least I got some kind of demographic out there. We're gonna free her.
Yes. Good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do. I'm not sure it counts as playing both.
Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in the plan.
They want to kill him. Man.
Trust in what plan? The Decider's plan. Sure, we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and so sure, we'll see what she has to say for herself, but don't forget, whatever she says is likely
The
just
poor
as
rat.
much lies as what he's been telling us. We should keep our cards close to our chest.
If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she is. And you should know that someone like her shouldn't be let loose upon the world.
No matter what we do,
It
our
isn't
answer
long
is in
before
the
you find
cabin.
yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point.
I don't know if I'd say, you talking about me? I have a position.
Ignore
Guys,
him, he's just
guys,
talking
quit
for
arguing.
talking's
You're all
sake.
pretty.
My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world.
You know what you have to do. Proceed into the cabin, Jesus.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an
Sorry.
interior at all anymore.
Oh, wow, it's
The
pretty in
burned-out
here.
ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. This is supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Interesting.
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
She stole our knife. She still has the knife.
Well,
We're
it's
breaking the continuity,
She
boys.
has it.
Let's go.
Let me guess. You want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
That's how it
course
works
we don't
now,
get to make a
bitch.
choice about
Let's go.
Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
How do we even get down there? The only thing I see is that mirror. Let's approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement.
It went away when we touched it last time. Not that this place always follows the same rules.
You reach forward and
Oh.
wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing?
Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it?
Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Yeah, what the hell, man? Imagine having a
Step
pet
through the
rat.
flame of scorched wood and make your way into the
Honestly, though,
darkness
it could be
below.
kind of hype. I kind of see the appeal of like a pet mouse or something because it can like crawl all over you and
The
just be a
stairs to the
little,
basement are
a
covered
little
in a
companion
fine
guy,
layer of
you
gritty
know?
ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going.
They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back.
Yep.
I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Freedom. I want to figure out a way out of here for good. I don't know what I want. I never really chose to come here. I want to free you. I mean it.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
True. Alright.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful. You step out into what was once a
Oh
vast
shit,
open cavern,
she did the whole
now
Finn the
overrun
human
by
thing, man.
briars
She's
and
becoming part
prickles and
plant.
thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
No. I'm sorry. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you. If you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one trapped. Oh no, she's hot. Yeah, she do be kind of like... She do be a bit of a baddie right now, not gonna lie. Let's see. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, then be my guest. I guess I don't have anything fine. If you're not gonna reach for the blade, is there nothing I can say to change your mind? I'll say that.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
I
Her
understand.
eyes dart away
You hurt
from
me
yours
too,
for a
though.
brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
True. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? Can I take that blade now?
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
Damn, if we cut her out though, are her like chibi's gonna be popping out there? Hope not. Alright, you're in a prison of your own making, I guess. Oh, reach for the blade.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers.
Lay
For a moment,
your palm
she
on her
clutches
trembling
deeper, tighter,
fingers. See,
her
I got some
knuckles
voice
going
acting
white with
skills
the
too,
effort.
guys.
But then the tension fades. Her grip finally
The
loosens
tension
and she
fades.
allows you to take the weapon.
Her grip finally loosens, and she allows you to take the weapon.
You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us.
It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands.
No!
We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do.
No.
I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her.
True.
Or, hear me out, we slay her right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
Your voice too soft. Get more character.
That sounds like a splendid idea.
Mate.
You should listen to him.
I don't know what you're saying.
We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1.
It's 2 against 2.
You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Alright, well, my voices are going crazy. Cut her free.
Yes, what a good idea. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just, I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions. Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart.
Can't believe you achieved the furry route. Congrats, thank you.
Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade. Is that really all you've got?
Hey man, I'm
Threaten us
just
with an
impressed
accidental
so far. I haven't had
expected more
anything
from our
horrible
blade.
happen, you
Didn't
know.
even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right. He's a bit of a nobody, isn't
I
he?
mean, I
Good thing I've been
did
on
stab
your side
her,
of all this
but
since the
then she
beginning.
stabbed me, and now we're just kind of chilling, you know. We're even.
The princess falls into
Whoa.
your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Damn right. I just really hate the people who put us here.
Me too.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
Good ending? Question mark. Let's go.
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking.
Fuck's sake. Sorry.
You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Yes. I feel like I could just walk through and end up killing
As
myself.
you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Yes!
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle.
Let's
This is
go!
unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
I don't know, but it feels kind of worth it if the world's ending in like such a nice moment like this. Like, you know, if you're like with your girl holding your hand, you're both beat to shit, and you're just tired. It's like, hey man, let's just watch the world end.
It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted.
Precisely.
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving
Facts.
here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Me too.
Hands clasped, the two of you
Let's
open
go.
the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now? Where's everything going?
Uh-oh.
Why is it so
I'm
cold?
sorry. No!
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again. But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to do something. They think it's bad. What is that? You better watch your back. You can't get rid of me that easy. So you're the real puppet master.
A bunch of sharp teeth. I've grown? What?
flickering lights.
Oh,
in
now
empty
she has like
cityscapes
the.
become pockets of vitality and
Man,
movement.
what is going on?
I am more than I was before.
Yeah. You're
Whenever
saying
you
this
are
before.
ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Man.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but
I am the same. Yada 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 yada. It's just more hippie platitudes, my dude. Whatever. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me
True.
carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was.
Okay.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Right? Someone who's like has difficulty with words would be like, me not good with words, but me try. I okay. You know? Anyways, what does it feel like to change like this? You know that the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right? Oh god. No. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? I've never tried to do something I did before. Would the game have just cucked me? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. So you don't have any preference on how you'd like to change your girl?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them.
I understand
It is you who guides me down a thin trail
the
of
vessels.
perspective and memory.
From my understanding, she just absorbs the princess at the end of each like run through and gains her like whatever she learned, and she wants to absorb as many perspectives as possible. But I feel like, I mean, the one dialogue option is like, I'm gonna kill you, right? So I feel like at the end, I'm gonna have to be like, well, like, you've experienced everything. I'm gonna have to kill you because you yourself has not experienced death. And then that's gonna be a whole thing. And that's gonna be real depressing. I don't want to have to kill her. Also, if I'm like totally I've never seen anything about this game. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is just a guess. How many more vessels?
If I am to be an ocean,
Yeah.
you will have your rest in due time. And I am so...
I'll have my rest in due time.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen.
And to perspectives.
perspectives I have already
They're
made
useless
my
to
own.
us now,
They are
inaccessible.
useless to us now.
Okay. What do you feel about me, the vessels I've been bringing to you? I've heard
The
them.
vessels are shaped by memories of you.
But their
But their
impulses are
impulses
drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to
them,
something
you are
more.
a gate to something more. and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom.
Yada, yada,
The
yada,
wounds
yada.
they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Alright.
We will meet again.
Jesus. Spooked me. I wasn't ready for that loud ass noise.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yep. Forget it.
Serious?
I'm not doing this. Alright, well, I guess I have to. Whatever. We know
You
what we're
make
here
your
to
one
do.
warning. She will. We're not going to go. Ignore him. He don't- The interior
Gives
of
you
the
Stanley
cabin is
Parable
almost
vibes. He
entirely
does
bare.
kind of have that.
The air is
that
stale
energy.
and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
It was
The
making me
blade is your
think of
implement.
like something, but I can't remember exactly what the
You
hell
take
it
the
was.
blade from the table.
Damn it. I meant to not take the blade and do like basically the
The
same
door to
thing
the
but
basement
different.
creaks open, revealing her voice.
Yada 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 yada. Just checking in.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think.
She's so. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Narrator makes you
Oh,
want to eat him
we're
alive.
talking
Jesus.
then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill
Lobotomized
me?
scout
I'm
is the
probably
princess,
chained up
apparently.
in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed.
Talk a big game. Sure.
The blade tumbled
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
against your better judgment. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the...
Do you? So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
There's people out there who think you're gonna end the Earl. Can I tell her about the entity? How long you've been down here? I feel like I've done all these before.
I know.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here?
There is
Chained
so
to a
many
wall?
options. It's unreal.
Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
No. I was hoping you'd tell.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't...
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be...
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever
Yes.
sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Yes.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a
This is
point.
different than last time.
There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Way more wordy now, eh?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your...
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try,
Okay, well,
Oh,
she's still
have
the
you
same with
decided
that.
what to do with me?
you know why you're here.
Right, so I did that, then the door gets locked. I'm getting you out of here, or I can just kill her. What do I do? Attack!
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like
Ow.
you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts!
Yeah, zoinks.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can
Damn.
still turn this around.
I give up.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground.
Let's see what happens now.
uselessly. You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses.
She
the
do be
blade
kind
away
of a badass. It's the kind of woman I need in my life, man.
This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
Need me a little dommy mommy like this, you know what I'm saying?
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings
Hey.
her knee to your throat. She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
That's too
Brother.
bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn. Fuck. Well, she killed me, now I kill her.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Okay, now.
Don't you start grand. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to kill. You know I can hear. What does it matter? She is not going to kill you unless you.
Yeah.
Oh, she's. And I believe. What? If it's the. Do you think that if she ended
Voice
the
of the
entire
broken.
world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that. Just because
Oh.
she's capable.
My dude's all sad
A
now.
warning. Before she will lie. She
Yeah,
might
yeah,
as
yeah.
well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable.
I already
of doing
did try to
anything in
leave,
this
and
situation.
I said
She
I'm not
probably
gonna do
doesn't.
this. Forget it.
Try. Can we turn
Or
down
wait,
not
was there
being
one option?
aggressive?
There is an option to
You're
just
being
leave,
annoying.
isn't there? I'll try that next
Just
time.
ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her. Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving. If that's what you want. I guess.
Yeah, the voices
The
and
interior
stuff
of the
do be
cabin is larger and more grandiose
changing.
than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
And it
Why do
does
we
seem
feel
to
so
have like something to
small?
do with like, you know, how you've
We
chosen.
don't feel small.
We are small. Let's just go
No
in the
blade this
basement.
time. Yeah, blade, no blade.
It doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of... This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess... Her booming voice rolls up the...
God, how many lines did these people have to record?
On the stairs. Come
So
down
exhausting.
and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. You shouldn't have come down here. We need to get down there. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long
Witness
hair
me.
blows around her. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are
I want
empty.
you.
You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
Whoa. Okay. Say less.
On her command, you fall to the floor.
Yes,
knees
Mommy.
Painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
More than 1,300 drawings. That's disgusting.
I could feel its fundamental truth
Some
awaken
Cuphead
me.
shit.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
What the hell
He's
is
being
going on?
melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
True.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Yes, Mommy. Should I just do that? YOLO? Yeah, if you
Don't
can't.
be rude. Of course, it's not rude to question. That's exactly why.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you,
being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn.
We just asked her. I asked her if she's a god, can't she just escape? And that started this whole rant.
No matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours. This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that... What happened to you after I died? Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Oh, she just told me to check my fucking privilege, dude. Whoa.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
I'm yours. I guess I have to
Your
pledge
will was
myself.
so
I have no
easily
choice.
broken. Am I that magnificent?
Damn. Hell yeah, you are. Shit. You gonna let me smash?
All you need to do now is break my chains.
Say less, queen.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine. Rise, my little bird.
I think I just killed the narrator, guys. I'm so sorry.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Oh no, she's gonna be the narrator in the game from now on, isn't she? Or has she been the narrator the whole time? Ah!
You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart.
Alright.
It's easy.
Whatever you say, I'll just do it. For the dummy mommy.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Okay. And she's gone. I think that she ate the narrator. She became the narrator. Yeah. We've been here before.
I don't want to look.
I've withered. Ew. I grew, now I withered. Shit. I can't believe you're getting the quote-unquote nice ending. I don't know what that means. Let's approach her. Let's see what's up.
I am a growing chorus
Of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once.
in more directions than my attention can bear to hold.
God, she
To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
she's like she listened to Terrence McKenna a few too many times.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. That's a contradiction in and of itself. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? You know that then do you know what happens to the world when you leave?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
Man, that's like
I am everything
you're
that
saying
you have
nothing.
known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Yes.
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us is...
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse?
Do you
Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me make me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. Not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or another. You're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. Damn. I'll say number one.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. What kind words? What do you think of this vessel?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Damn. Do you know what happens to the worlds
My
we leave behind?
perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done. The tides do not dictate. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Destroy my body? Like what? I guess, I mean, how many more vessels?
We will know when we near our destination.
Oh my god. Alright.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Send me back in, coach. Ugh. We're back.
You're
The
on
hero and the
path
princess.
in the woods,
That's the same
and
thing
you're
it's been
here
every
to
other
slay
time.
her. Seriously? You're just going...
Oh yeah, I can't do. I'm not allowed.
There won't be a new dawn if the world... Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong.
Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm able
That's
to walk away.
strange.
Oh,
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
crazy! Didn't matter.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's from... Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Hell yeah.
Oh, would
Fuck.
you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but there's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
I did too much acid.
Wait, what's going on?
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us
Right.
all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Damn. The stranger. Okay. Now I gotta go
You're
in,
on a
never
path
having seen
in the
her?
woods. You're here to slay.
Can I just turn around and leave?
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take a warning before you go any further.
Whoa, there's like Attack on Titan walls around here, dude. We're friggin'...
She will lie.
I forget what the
she will
districts are
cheat,
called, I'm bad.
And she will do everything in her... If we're stuck going in there, ignore him. He's just being difficult. Let's keep an eye. The cabin interior is wrong.
Whoa.
A confusing...
Shit's getting weird, boys. Shit's getting weird.
Almost the same space. It's all shifted. The only furniture... The blade is your... If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. No, we're taking them. I've already told you what. You can't just say that. Listen to me.
Throwing it out the
You're
window
going to
actually
slay
sounds
her.
like a fun
You
idea.
cannot let fear creep. You've piqued my interest. Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. Okay. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task. You walk up to... What are you talking about?
Is the mirror different?
Reach
Nope.
for...
Why would it be
it's
different?
gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll
I
find it
screw the
again.
blade.
The door to the basement.
Ah,
creaks
shit, we
open,
fell
revealing
into an
a web
MC
of
Escher
branching staircases,
painting.
all built
It's
from
it's so Jover, dude.
materials. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere. Let alone the air here has a sickening,
I'm like in
almost
Uzumaki
sludge-like
right now.
miasma to it.
Help.
The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once.
An odor that is simultaneously, if the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Hell yeah. Oh man. Let's just go
You step
down the
onto
center.
the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Oh no. What the hell is going on now?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Ah, we're becoming rough drafts.
Physical
Help!
sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Brother, I was into that. Are you kidding? I was like, actually, like,
What?
I was hooked.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel
Metro alert.
so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was.
Or maybe
at
you're
the
saying
top
hi
of
to
the
the princess.
stairs.
Either way. Oh, hi.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devil. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, you're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you.
Princess.
Princess.
You can call me Princess if you like.
Jesus, that spooked me a little bit. It's just getting weird.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done. Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Yes.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
We're probably
Yeah.
stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Yeah. That's bizarre. Why is it highlighting like 3 options at once here?
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before... How would we even do? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? Well, that's where the blade is. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions? Can't even follow what's going on. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Nope.
Is this a quiz? If you're here, then surely you know why I'm here.
But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope.
Oh, don't be
Jesus.
coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been... Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want.
Alright.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Dude, I got the ayahuasca ending.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Uh-oh.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others,
they just don't fit. They just don't.
we can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Oh.
She's gone. Well, and there's that.
That did happen.
This. Yeah, don't look.
Yada yada yada. I'm unraveled.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there? Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Fresh tears on a winter's day? Excuse me?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Thank you for describing dichotomy to me. I appreciate you. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are some voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels have one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond? I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours. If I did, I would already be awake.
I guess. Alright. How many more?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
I just gotta do one more run.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
What if I just say I'm
You've
gonna stay
already
here?
tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time.
I'll wait with you.
I will see you when you return. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself.
Yeah,
until
dude,
it
I
can
just
no longer bear the weight
pulled
of its
the
hand-drawn cage.
Princess Exodia. Let's
You'll
go.
always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side.
My game just crashed. That just happened. I hope it's saved.
You have returned to me,
Okay,
though you were gone mere moments.
it's back.
I never left your side.
There we go. That was weird. Alright, I'm ready to go
The next
back.
time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Let's
I will
go!
be waiting for you.
We're gonna figure out what we are. Dead.
You're on a path. You're here.
Like,
I'm talking. Don't linger on the specific. Look, you're. While I have nevertheless, and before causality, it's no unless, of course. Does it? Oh, if I have to, like I said. Are you serious? Of course, I mean. Then I guess we'll then each. So sure, go talk to her. So you make your way up the.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
alright. Alright.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the blade...
Do I take the knife or do I just enter the basement? I don't know what to choose. Chat, help! Enter the basement or take the blade. Mercy, just enter.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly... Her voice soft.
Hello?
Yeah, I could be like, I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous...
Wait, really? You come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Right, the last
You
time I
walk
did this,
down
I
the
just
stairs
stabbed her
and
in the
lock eyes
back.
with the princess. There's a heavy check. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
You're only making this more difficult.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some way to break... Or if that does...
You tried it.
Yeah.
You're here to...
That doesn't
You make
work.
it easier for everyone. Look at the...
I heard the door slam. They locked...
There's a slight panic, right?
If I could just get out of these...
She barely hesitates.
Is this
before she
always
rips-
just gonna end up bringing me to the same place?
Fine. Against your better judgment, you cut into her flesh.
No, because I did something different last time.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone.
This
of her
time
arm.
it forced me to help her instead of having a choice of whether or not I wanted to or not.
Her limb falls to the ground. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. As the princess approaches the bottom... Wait, this isn't... Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
It won't even let me slay her. Did you see that? It was all
Something's come
grayed
over you,
out.
hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, but the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the
Her
blade
arm's
has a chance to
missing in this
connect.
one.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Like, I couldn't even slay her if I wanted to.
The blade.
That's interesting.
Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance,
We both know this isn't you.
she nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are...
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again,
Ow.
again,
Ow.
again.
Ow.
You feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She doesn't
Jesus.
know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn. She saved us.
You're on a path. You're here. A terror. If he doesn't remember. Yes, he did. Our beloved. Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're. Ah, so all of the cards
Voice
are on
of
the
the
table.
smitten.
Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all.
Oh, this makes me want like
Whatever you
Laszlo
do,
or
just be
whatever
sure to-
from
What can I say?
What We Do in the Shadows, doing the voice
We
of
could
that.
go back and forth.
I became a vampire to
Those are two
suck
very
blood
different
and
questions,
fuck
but
forever.
Fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met. If you're back here, you were the one. Well, not you in the literal sense, but oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that. Anyway, I believe your second. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess. Yes, if it's the latter, do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think she would never convolute it?
Jesus, there's just so much dialogue. Proceed to cabin.
A warning, she will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just. I do. But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too. Sure, don't pay their bickering any mind.
Proceed to the cabin. Ah.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The blade is your implement.
No blade. Going for a double no blade run?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing. A soft voice carries up.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but
She looks like a cardboard cutout, dude.
My spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that?
How'd you
She
get
said
your arm
we're
back?
Dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the wood. That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our... Are you listening to him? He's lost it.
Let's see. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To us, that's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always
Rescue the princess. Let's just send it.
What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a... Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't... If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Oops. I didn't mean to skip that.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it, but I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time.
Like
Thank
a
you.
true
Thank you
believer.
so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
A hug.
Ugh.
Human connection. I haven't been hugged by a human in too long.
Only you had
Anyways.
a weapon once the pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Precisely.
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End spoken with the
I don't actually know.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave, and I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Where's the let's bang option? If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
The princess
Music change?
takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Let's go.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Hell yeah, brother.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair! We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with
Based.
this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
About teamwork.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Yeah. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open.
And the
Are you
narrator
kidding
fucking
me?
hates me.
I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
I hate you too, bud.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Let's go.
Happy ending at last.
We did it. What
No!
do we do now?
No! No! Sorry, it paused. My keyboard keeps pausing. It's
Where
gonna
did
get
everything
cold,
go?
and
Where
she's
did
gonna
he go?
disappear.
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
No!
It's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
My love.
She's gone. But is that a... This doesn't... Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and...
What? I see like a crow or a raven.
I think you know what I am.
Damn, this dude does think he's Edgar Allan Poe. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Oh! No, dude, you're ruining the whole vibe. This dude... Bird up. Bam, bam, bam.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it?
We found the narrator. He's bored.
An objective voice to guide your blade?
He was bored.
But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Jesus fucking... If you're not
I'm
me...
an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Oh my god. And I only get a certain amount of questions because I assume once all these break, I can't ask anymore. Oh, that's so annoying. Others like you've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? Does it hurt when pieces of you break off? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me or are you something else? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? That's a good question.
And that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? Are you a part of me, or are you something else? So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it was even a possibility. If you made me, then what am I? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Dude, like, holy shit. What is my true identity?
All the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
What? What does that mean? Oh, fuck. Hold on.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying. You haven't. You've flirted with dying. You've played pretend.
Oh, shit. And how do you know everybody else doesn't also experience death the way I do? The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they want me to? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we
Of
just
course not.
stay? Oh, I
The only way this
asked that,
construct
I
could
guess.
function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its when the patterns are wiped from the sand. When the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've...
Oh, God. And how do you know everybody else?
Are you asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you? She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why, maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come. I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this. The inevitability of death is torture. I would gladly put two infinite beings through what you've been through to spare infinite lives from oblivion. So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away.
Yo.
You know.
Get wrecked, idiot. It's time to wake up, baby. No. Yes! Holy shit! Look at all those women.
finally see you, and you can find
I got
yourself.
the 72 virgins.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Let's go. I missed you too. And then patiently awaits for you to continue. There's no like titties going on. We're good. We're fine. It's art. This is okay. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Yes, you do.
When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Dude, I'm the reason people get to die. Let's go. Let's see, did it matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp violence and passion. Are
Shit!
dances that
Did I fuck up? Did I fuck up?
Your love ray drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free.
Okay.
You lifting me
Oh,
and
I had a
me
panic
lifting
attack
you.
for a second. I thought I fucked
Forever
everything up.
and ever and ever, consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Appeal to your shared humanity.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Whoa.
Massive mob here. There is no beginning to them, and there is no end. And there is no
What's going on?
There is only the flood of bodies. You hold every possible every moment you hold every. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
I'm fighting with her right now? I don't want to be fighting with her. To be everything at once is the same as being nothing at all. Why would either of us want that? I mean, that's kind of
Here is
true.
where words fail us.
So long as we both exist, we will always be distinct. You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its lead. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is...
What do I do?
You feel into your emotion, pain and suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the fist. Your compassion is what freed us both. But compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change. Then help me again. We are each other's liberation.
I see her point, but I don't want to just like concede.
To question other things to deny the truth, bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence. And it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark? Oh man. I mean, yeah, I'll hit it with a quick save. I feel like I should have done that like forever ago, but I'm gonna keep appealing to our humanity. Maybe there can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into picture. Explore. That would be torture.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped. Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything. There is no constant. There is no center.
Dude, I'm getting in like a philosophical debate with a god right now. What is happening? Yeah, I never honestly wanted to be down this road because I'm 100% with, yeah, people should just die. We shouldn't live forever. Are you kidding me? Anyways. So I'm kind of frustrated I'm down this hole and didn't save, but whatever. I never wanted to fight, but how do we leave?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece.
There we go.
lies with
Okay.
you. I love you.
Hey, peanut butter. playing some Slay the Princess. What the fuck is going on?
It's magnificent. Everything, just like it always has been, and just like it always will be.
Yeah, no, she like dosed us with some acid or mushrooms or something for sure, man. Blew some friggin' angel dust in her face. We did it! We beat Slay the Princess! That was a good game. I'm assuming there's multiple endings. Did I get the good one? Let's go! Finish the game, the good ending doesn't count. I just got an achievement for finishing the game, so... Basically, you can make a choice just after your quick save to change the endings. Okay. So, if I, like, go here... So, like, do I just have to keep arguing with her?
We are. Nothing. There is no open.
I'm just gonna keep...
Whatever you're trying to... all of them? It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out
the
here.
hell?
If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can
It's time to resume.
She's relentless, isn't she? Then let's go.
Huh. Okay, we're going...
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all... Do you need me to describe things?
For old time. Yeah, I'm good.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but the stairs. Do you remember the...
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little... And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't... Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say? The first time we met, I cut your throat open. If anyone should be apologizing for anything, it should be me.
Another quick
You were
save
only trying
here.
to help.
You know,
I never had one. And do not call me the... But I've always been a princess to you, right? So, and as for you, well...
but that's me.
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
I don't know. Dude, no need
Okay,
for words.
then.
Let's go.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, it wouldn't feel right. I don't think I'll be alone for long either. I'm sure I can find the others.
This is it. I have no idea what it's gonna be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Yes! Let's go.
But I'm trying not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get all emotional.
Yes, let's go. I think that was the good ending because it gave me a different achievement. Bird up! Bird up! Let's go! You know what? I'm pretty content with those endings, I think. I enjoyed this game. Troller, you were right. This game is great. Thank you for sticking around like this entire stream. I appreciate you. That was Slay the Princess. I am going to go to the bathroom and end the stream and stuff. I'm pretty happy with the endings I got. You know, walking off into infinity, that's my type of vibe, you know? I'm a real romantic deep down, you know? GG's. We got the good ending. First try, easy. Well, second, sort of. I feel like the first ending was also sort of good. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? We went into infinity together. That's hype. I was not lucky with my choices. All of it was a deliberate choice. I was thinking with my brain. I knew what I was doing. Half of the princesses are like horrible. No, yeah, I was like... I'm surprised. I was like, this is a horror game? This is Alright, so we're gonna end the stream. Just gonna close the game real quick. Maybe we'll, I'll try to, next time maybe I'll try, maybe one of these days I'll try to run it again and just be an absolute jerk the whole game and see what happens. Anyways, that about does it for the stream. I hope y'all enjoyed. That game was fun. That was an interesting experience. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see y'all